Hi guys, this is Dormouse03. Welcome to my 12 Platinums of Christmas Challenge. So this is a crazy idea that I had one day. I was watching some videos on YouTube and a few folks had done this 30 Platinums in 30 days challenge. I believe the first person who started the whole thing off was a YouTuber named Mystic. And then a few other people have tried the same challenge. And I was like, that sounds really cool. I liked the idea of it. But I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different and maybe a little bit less ambitious to start out. And we'll see how it goes. So this is the 12 Platinums of Christmas challenge. So the rules that I have set for myself for this challenge are that I need to platinum 12 games in between December 14th and December 25th. And so it's a platinum every day leading up until Christmas, and then a platinum on Christmas Day. And so the way that I want to do this is I don't want to play any shovelware titles. I want to do games that I have on my tag that I either purchased myself or that I got from PS Plus that I want to play. So things that I've been meaning to clean up from the backlog. I've been saving a few of these for the past couple of months, trying to prepare for this challenge. I just wanted to make sure I had a nice little selection of games curated. None of them are these quick, 5-minute, 10-minute, 1-hour platinums. They are all actual games, as far as I know, and will take somewhere in the ballpark of 4 to 12 hours, depending on how fast or slow you do it. I am going to allow myself to use guides because, trying to find collectibles and things is not something that you want to do when time is not on your side. And I am trying to get one platinum every day. That doesn't mean that I have to start and finish the game that day. I just need to start and finish each game within the 12 days and pop a platinum every day. So what I'm planning to do is on the days where I'm maybe playing a shorter game, I start the next one, get a little bit of ways into that one, and that way I can finish it up the next day. Try to stay ahead a little bit so that I'm not trying to do some of the longer ones that are maybe 10 hours, maybe a little bit longer than that, all in one go. So that is my plan. And I have a little list curated. I'm still working during this time. So we're going to see how it's going to go. I've tried to pick some of the shorter ones for days where I have more work to do. And like I said, I'm going to hopefully try to get ahead on a few of these games on days when I have a little bit less to accomplish. So that is the deal. That is the rules. So no shovelware, no auto pops either. It has to be legit. Start the game and complete the game within the timeline of the challenge. I haven't started any of these games yet. These are fresh to my tag. 0%. No trophies popped. And the vast majority of them are games that I have not played before. There's one game on here that I'm planning to do on my list that I have played before on Xbox, but it's been a few years, so I don't remember it 100%. And so, and it's one that I wanted to replay. So we will get there when we get there. But with no further ado, it is 12:23 a.m. on December 14th, and I have a few hours here before I need to go to bed, and so I thought I would go ahead and get started on my first game, and that is Maquette. So here we go. This is Maquette. Fresh save. This is a puzzle game, I believe. So so this is supposed to be a pretty short game. I am playing this blind because it's a puzzle game. I don't want to totally follow a guide and spoil it all for myself. So my plan is, unless I'm starting to run low on time, to do this without a guide for a first run and then use a guide to go back and clean up. I do know that about half of the trophies are unmissable just for playing the game. Then there are a few missables within the levels. I don't know what they are, but maybe we'll get them, maybe we won't. And I can go back and clean those up through chapter select if I don't get them throughout my first playthrough. And then there's some speed runs that I need to do of each chapter on a second playthrough. So I'll be using a guide to kind of do that. But for this first playthrough, going in blind. Let's see what's going on with the gardens. Hello, sunflower. Oh, here's a door. In my search, I came across a box that was long overdue to be opened. Interact with the lever, aim at it, and press square. Open sesame. Hey, first trophy. Well, it's on our tag now, so we've got to complete it. Huh. I found my keys, but I missed my train. It's a key. How did I know that you were supposed to go that way and not through the door? Played too many video games. In front of you. Wait, what did it say about toggling? Okay, there we go. And towards the lock. Okay. Give it back. All right. Ooh, prettiness. All right, hopefully we don't need this key anymore. You know what? Let's pick it up just in case. Just in case. Wow, that is colorful. I just couldn't stop turning the pages and looking at what our past selves were capable of imagining. The gardens, check it out. All right, completed level 1. There wasn't much to that, but I'm guessing the gameplay is going to build on itself. Where do we want it? Size manipulator. Okay. So now I have a box. Am I supposed to put it somewhere? All right. Precise placement. Okay. All right. So that should hopefully be where we need that to go. And now we have a bridge. Oh, and now we can go up. Nice. I have a ticket. It's too big. Too big ticket. Alright, hopefully now I can get it. Alright, wait. Yes! It's tiny. Great. Yes! I don't know why I thought that would be helpful, because it isn't. That. And we're good. Yes! Woot! The maquette. Alright, that's chapter 2. Come on. Let my thingy through. Come on. What you's doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, sweet pea, I think we need to let it down from outside of here. Is that what needs to happen? Oops. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. We're going to get crushed by a crystal. Okay. There we go. Yep. Yeah, we almost got crushed by the big crystal. That would be terrifying, wouldn't it? Yeah, but we did it. We did. Oh, we got to do it in the mini. Because it's a mini key. Yeah, that's right. It's a mini key. There it goes. We opened it with the mini key, Brutus. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We opened it with the mini key. Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Alright, wait. Did we do it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that was bad. I think that was bad. Oh dear. Well, I think that is about halfway through the game. We've done 3 chapters and it looks like there's 7. So, you know, close to halfway through our first playthrough, which is neat. I think that is probably where I will leave it for now. All right, so we are on the next session of Maquette, continuing from where we left off. This is the wedge chapter. So let's see what's going on. I've had a night's sleep, done a little work on a break. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit done here. Okay. Oh, is this like a model? There's a little model house. We were headed in the right direction 2 years in. Something tells me that something bad is going to happen with this relationship. Like, it's going to fall apart or something. There it is, but looking back, cracks were starting to form. Okay. My bad knee I complained about but refused to see a doctor for. Yeah, that sounds familiar. In terms of things that I do, not complaining about somebody else. Maybe we can make the stairs bigger. Come now. God, they're huge. What are you doing? Come on now. Oh, I see something. It's a pink ball. The pink ball of remembrance. It's gotta be this light, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. That was that whole level. That was just walking. Okay. And I think this is a trophy. This is the only, like, miscellaneous one that I remember. So, we're gonna see if we can't do it now. Into the void. Yes, into the darkness. Oh no, I didn't mean to do it again. Into the darkness. Alright. Glitched. All over the place. Alright. What is up with this thing? This is irritating me. Because there is nothing wrong with what I am doing.
I mean, this is like the best day I've ever had.
Me too.
I second guessed everything we'd done. The creation of that puzzle there, because that was dumb. Oh. What the hell? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Unless that one needs to be on the bottom. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going around in fucking circles. And I'm about to look up a solution because I'm irritated. Make it! Well, I don't think that was how you were supposed to do it, but I'll take it. Fuck that. Fuck that puzzle. The spiral. Yeah, that felt like a spiral. That level. It was mostly good, except right at the very end. Like, come on. I feel like I'm getting toward the end, and I'm wanting to be done with it, and I don't know if that's the pressure of like the challenge that I'm doing. So I'm like, oh gosh, hurry up so that we can get to the speed runs, or if it's just the sometimes when your brain reaches its capacity, you just start to get frustrated. It's one of those. Anyway, I think this is the last chapter. The exchange. Nothing. It's not that door. And it's not that door. Nothing is happening. Okay, I'm frustrated. Okay. What? What is wrong with this shit? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know why it gives you one shot at that. That's ridiculous. Alright. Picked up a set of salt and pepper shakers that had no business being as expensive as they were. I can't even read sentences. I'm so just flabbergasted. Because that was supposed to be a missable trophy, but every time I pushed the lever after doing it, didn't open the door again. So it's like you had to do it the first time. And I'm supposed to know how to do this how. Let's peek. Can we peek? We can! Look at that bullshit. Alright. So I, X, Clover, Crystal, and then the top. Goodbye, sunflower. But hey, there's the exchange and the conclusion. I always think it's weird when games do that, where it's like you get an achievement or a trophy for finishing the last level and then for finishing the game, because it's like you get 2 for doing the same thing. There's like no more. It's a little bit weird. But alright, that was first playthrough. That was blind. Now I'm gonna go check out some speedrun guides, get on some speedruns, and get on some missable trophies. So I think, let's take a look here. Yeah, 13 out of 23. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speedruns. Which shouldn't take too long in theory. And then 2 more missable trophies, and that's it. So I'm gonna look up the missables first, go back and do those, and then get on these speedruns and hopefully finish this up here so that I can take a little break and then get started on the next game. We're supposed to use the key to get out of the level. Alright, let's see. Hee hee! Breakout. Nice. So the speedruns were fairly straightforward affairs. There was one hang up though. So I got through the first chapter, no problem. The second chapter took a couple of tries, and the third chapter, again, a couple of tries, but got those speedruns done without too much issue. The fourth one, however, the fourth chapter, I encountered this really janky, glitchy environmental stuff where I was trying to go up this set of stairs, and it kept like glitching and teleporting me around and changing my viewpoint and stuff, and it about drove me crazy because the timing on these things isn't it isn't super duper punishing, but it is pretty tight. Like, you don't have time to be messing around. And that error was causing me to fail the longest speed run. It was the longest one on that chapter. Luckily, you can save midway through, and so I was able to, get a good time for the first part, then save, and then, was able to do it finally, despite the jankiness. But chapter 4 about did my head in. But luckily, after that, chapters 5, 6, and 7 were easy peasy, straightforward. And that was the end of Maquette. So, at a little after 7 p.m. on the 14th, I have my platinum for Maquette. Earned at 7:05 p.m. So, I am now going to cut together some of this footage, take a little break, and then I'm going to get an early start on my next game, hopefully. I hope that this has been enjoyable for you guys. Yay, I managed to complete my first day of my 12 Days of Platinums challenge. And so here's hoping that day number 2 is going to go just as smoothly as this one. Maquette, final, I guess, review of this one. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. The puzzles were pretty good. A couple of them were a little bit frustrating. It just felt like they had programmed them too precisely, where it felt like, I was doing the right thing, or I was doing a solution, but it was only programmed for one solution. Something comes to mind where it was like you had to form a little ladder with these pillars, a little ramps, and I guess for whatever reason I didn't have it exactly the way that they wanted it. And even though the physics should have worked, and I had the idea and I was solving it the right way, for whatever reason it just would not allow me to do it that way, and I had to look at a guide and like get them perfectly exactly the ways that they wanted you to do them. So there was a little bit of issue with stuff like that, but for the most part, a solid puzzle game. I had fun with it. I got a little frustrated toward the end because I was, I was like, I want to finish this so that I can have some time, to do some editing and whatnot. But if I hadn't been doing that, and if I hadn't been doing this challenge, I think it would have been less stressful and more fun. So glad I played that one. Maquette, number 1 in the bag. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have a good first day of Christmas, or whatever holiday you might be celebrating. I believe this is the end of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to all of my Jewish friends. And I will see you guys for day 2.